Hello again in this instalment of Spiritual Wisdom. I'm grateful to all of you who follow me here and have this little community here on YouTube. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. And if you're new here, welcome. I hope you're doing well. My name is Nicholas, and on my channel I talk about witchcraft, Wicca, paganism, self-love, crystals and their magical properties. I also do readings on the channel. It's about all matter of philosophical and spiritual topics. So if you're interested in those types of things, you know what to do. Please subscribe, join this amazing community, and click the bell icon so you're notified each time I upload a new video. And also, I have a question for a lot of you follow me here. I've got a question at the end of this video as well. So stay tuned to the end, and I'll ask the question. And just let me know the answer to that question in the comments. But okay, so this is a reading with Goddess Hecate. I love Goddess Hecate. I work with Goddess Hecate a lot in my practice, and she's my main goddess. But these are sort of the cards. So I've invited Goddess Hecate into this space and allowed her energy in. But these are the cards Goddess Hecate has given me. So these are the messages that Goddess Hecate wants to give to the collective. And I'm going to shuffle again just a few more cards to see additional messages, and then going to work with the Crystal Oracle deck and the Angel Oracle to see what messages Goddess Hecate would like to reveal to us, the collective, in those cards. So the first card Goddess Hecate is giving me is the Six of Wands. So this speaks of victory and success. So Goddess Hecate knows a lot of us right now, we feel down in the dumps, we feel we're going through dark times, we're struggling financially, we're struggling in life, we feel trapped or stuck. But Goddess Hecate is saying, in life, you're meant to experience joy. You will experience suffering, darkness. I get that energy. But Goddess Hecate is in the difficult times in life are meant to teach you valuable lessons and to teach you how to rise. And that's real strength, because I'm getting the strength card here, but Goddess Hecate is in real strength is being able to. Success comes before a fall, and it's rising after those falls, after those difficult times. Because many people who become wise, they've made a lot of mistakes, they've become through a lot of struggles. So Goddess Hecate is saying real success comes, the fall comes before the success. That's what I'm getting. And Goddess Hecate is saying she's wanting us to find success, joy and victory in our life. She wants us to achieve our dreams, our goals. And, some of us, we may dream of travelling to a cruise, a foreign country. But we've got, as human beings, we've got these dreams, these desires. And Goddess Hecate is saying we deserve to achieve our dreams and desires. And we should work towards doing things that bring us victory, success, and knowing that we're already fulfilled. But what brings us a sense of being fulfilled is what Goddess Hecate is saying. What brings us this sense of being fulfilled is doing things that bring us love and joy. In my case, I love doing readings for people. That's why I do it. I love doing this for a living. I love make readings for people. It gives them guidance. It gives them comfort. I love doing this. So that is a source of joy and comfort in my life. And that's what Goddess Hecate is saying. When it comes to your career should bring you success, but it also should be a source of love and joy in your life. And we should embrace things that bring us joy and love in our life and success. With Queen of Cups, this is someone who's very gentle, they're very compassionate, they're very loving. So rather than male, female, however you identify, Goddess Hecate is saying we should be more kind, loving and gentle to ourselves. That's what Goddess Hecate is saying. We should be more kind, gentle and loving to ourselves. And fill up our emotional cup. And that starts by, there's 4 energies in the body. So it's nourishing those 4 energies. The mental mind, the emotional body, and the physical, and then the energetic body. With the Ace of Swords, this is about victory and success. And Goddess Hecate is saying she wants us not to be lost in life. She wants us to find victory and success in our life, to achieve our dreams and goals. But also, one of Goddess Hecate's symbol is the sword. So, or the aphame, that's one of Goddess Hecate's symbols. And it's her symbol for a few different reasons. I would say she's also known as the Lady of the Sword, because she protects women, children, people who fall under that category of being an outcast. She protects them, but at the same time, she also cuts through illusions, hecate, and that's what she's wanting us to do. She's wanting us to cut through the illusions, but we're not good enough, we're not worthy, or even what we need things outside of us to be worthy. She wants us to understand we're good enough and worthy and amazing people just the way we are, but we'll only realise that when we learn to love and accept ourselves, and that's where the Queen of Cups comes in. This energy of being emotionally fulfilled and loving and accepting yourself. But to get to that, we have to cut through the lies, the delusions we've got about money, about ourselves, about life, and change those negative stories we tell ourselves and cut through them. Cut that story with our past. A lot of us, we may think our past defines our future, but it doesn't. That's what Goddess Hecate is trying to say here. And it's overcoming. Goddess Hecate is with the Ace of Swords. She's wanting us to overcome struggles and difficulty. And she knows what we've been through, struggles and difficulties. So she's wanting us to overcome what no longer serves us and to cut away the version of us that doesn't love herself. Cut that version of you away, not with hatred, not with judgment, but the version of you that may have had a drug, I'm getting the word addiction, so the version of you that had addiction problems, or the version of you that didn't like yourself very much, or hated yourself. Goddess Hecate is saying, acknowledge that version, and see that version of you, and journal about that version of you, but let that version of you go with love, and learn to love and nourish yourself. It's really the energy I'm feeling here. With the Four of Swords, this is Goddess Hecate saying, allow yourself to rest when you need to rest. A lot of us, I'm seeing the crossroads, so Goddess Hecate wants us to help those at the crossroads when we can, but at the same time, she's wanting us to make sure we're well rested and we look after ourselves before we help our family and our community. We need to really be well rested and take care of ourselves and be emotionally fulfilled. With the Strength card, I'm getting the word warning. So with this card, the Strength card, it's like a warning card. A lot of us think that being strong means that you're unbreakable. A lot of us, we think being strong means that you're unbreakable. And people might say, if you help everyone, but you never take time for yourself and you're always helping people, doing good for others, people might say you're strong because they mistake strength for being unbreakable. And Goddess Hecate says that's not real strength. Real strength is, yes, acknowledging what makes you upset, what is uncomfortable, but not letting those difficult situations really destroy you. Learning to be resourceful. Being resourceful, believing in yourself, trusting yourself, that is real strength. So real strength's not about letting difficult times go, this difficult stuff that's happening here, I'm not going to cry about it, I'm not going to let that upset me, because if I do that, that's weakness. And God says, no, that's not true. Real strength is acknowledging what makes you upset, what's bringing you down, but then dealing with that and being resourceful. For example, in my case, as I've shared in my channel, like when it was my birthday, the 7th of December last year, I went out with my friends, and then when I get back, my room was flooded. Luckily, my sister took a lot of my stuff and saved it. And this wall behind me, it's not very nice, because my mum was scraping the walls in here, because this room, which is basically the spare room, was going to become my mum's bedroom. And my mum will eventually transform this into her bedroom, but a lot of my stuff's up here right now until my bedroom's sorted out. So yes, the situation I was in, it did upset me. I was really upset about it. But when I meditated with Goddess Hecate, because whenever I feel really down or just feel I need to speak to Goddess Hecate, she said, this is your current situation. I want you to know, my child, it's your current situation, and let this experience teach you resourcefulness and teach you to be strong. So that's what Goddess Hecate is saying. A lot of you have been through difficult times, but she's saying real strength is being able to bounce back from a difficult time, and it's about being resourceful through difficult times. It's not about, I've been through some difficult times, and those times I'm going to pretend those times didn't upset me or break me. That's not real strength. It's really what Goddess Hecate is saying. It's the energy I'm feeling here. And then the 8 of Pentacles, Goddess Hecate is saying, whatever you do in life, this card's about working, but I'm seeing what God's Hecate is saying, whatever you do in life, whatever you work towards, God's saying, I want you to find victory. People of this world, I want you to find victory and success in your life. I don't want you to be lost. I have witnessed many souls be lost, many souls abandon themselves. I want you to work on yourself. I want you to heal your wounds of the past. I want you to love and accept yourself and do the work which is required. So God's Hecate helps lost souls, and those of us that work with God's Hecate, sometimes you'll see this with God's Hecate, but when you feel her energy in the room, and I do feel it, there's a host of dead with her. There's spirits what are alongside Hecate, and these are lost souls. And God's Hecate doesn't want anyone to become a lost soul, so she meets people where they're at. But really, with the Eight of Pentacles, God's Hecate is wanting us to work on ourselves, because self-love is a journey, but it's not a journey without work. So God's Hecate is saying she's wanting us to do the exercises, the practices that are going to help us love and accept ourselves, and she's wanting us to work towards achieving our dreams, our goals. I'm also hearing full potential. We've all got full potential, and God's Hecate wants us to reach our full potential and work towards achieving our full potential. Okay, and then the Six of Pentacles, God's Hecate is wanting us to receive she's saying as we work hard on ourselves in life, we're going to receive rewards, and that reward could be knowledge. Like if you do a lot of like journaling, a lot of self-love practices, like looking in a mirror, saying affirmations, or even in my case lighting a candle, and what connects with love, putting some crystals around it, saying words of power like affirmations, I'm receiving confidence, I'm receiving healing. So God's Hecate is saying she's wanting us to receive knowledge, wisdom, abundance, and all what life has to offer as well. Okay. I'm just going to see if there are any additional messages here that God's Hecate's got with traditional tarot. I'm hearing the word break free. So with the Eight of Swords, God's Hecate is wanting us to break free of what drains us. She's wanting us to learn to let go of people, situations that drain us. I'm also hearing the word job and career. So again, God's Hecate is saying a lot of us in this life, we're in jobs or careers that drain the life out of us. And she's really saying we should be doing what we love and enjoy for a living. And also she's saying anything that drains you of your energy, makes you feel trapped, tied down. This could be yourself, fear, trap. So, I'm also getting the word chains, okay? So in this life we've all got chains. And I've spoke about these chains, what we get in life. On the Philosopher's playlist I've spoke about chains. These chains are psychic and energetic chains. Okay? One of the biggest chains that we've all got is fear. We've all got fear, and that's what God's Hecate is saying. Fear is a trap. Fear stops you. Yes, fear is meant to protect you, but really it does the opposite. It stops you from living your best life, from achieving opportunities. So God's Hecate is saying, and also like living for validation, approval, that keeps you trapped, keeps you stuck. And then because you feel this need for validation, approval, it keeps you stuck in life. So God's Hecate is saying she's wanting us to break free of negative thoughts, ideas, what keeps us trapped, what keeps us stuck in life, and to do the work that's going to help us heal and become the best version of ourselves. It's really the energy I'm feeling. So through the cards, that's really what God's Hecate is saying. And then when I holded this card, I really got a channeled message from Goddess Hecate. And then with Three of Wands, Goddess Hecate is wanting us to learn to enjoy the present moment in our life, but at the same time make plans and move forward with our dreams, our plans, and our goals. That's really what Goddess Hecate wants for us. She wants us to love ourselves, to accept ourselves, to reach our full potential in life, and to find victory and success in our life, and to be strong, confident individuals, also wise individuals as well. So that's what I'm getting the energy from traditional tarot. Okay, so with the Crystal Oracle, I'm just going to see what messages Goddess Hecate's got here for us, the collective, as well. go with the flow. So again, this is Goddess Hecate saying there's certain things in our life we can't control. We can't control, like I'm getting the rain, so it's like weather, we can't control the rain. We can't control certain circumstances in our life. So it's letting go of what you can't control. That is people, sometimes circumstances, but focusing on what you can control, your mind and your actions, and you can take charge of yourself. And that's what God's saying. I want you to go with the rhythm, the flow of life, because what's meant for you won't go by you as well. And also, I'm getting soul contracts, so there's certain things what you agreed to before you came here. But also, I'm getting the word sovereignty. So God's Hecate wants us to stand in our power and our sovereignty as well. Mother, friend, teacher, what else do we need to know at this time? And then appetite is get out of your comfort zone. So God's Hecate is saying we need to get out of our comfort zone because nothing good happens there. So we need to face our fears. We need to try new things, be open to new experiences. Also keep an open mind, because sometimes if we keep a closed mind, that can block us in life as well. So God's Hecate is saying we need to get out of our comfort zone as well and try new things, be open to new experiences, be open to learning new things as well. And get focused. So get laser focused. God's Hecate is saying we need to focus on what really matters to us in life. Learn to enjoy the present moment, but really focus on our dreams, our desires, and what we want out of life as well. And I'm hearing God saying you will live many lives through reincarnation, but the version of you who you are right now, you only get to be this person once. So love being who you truly are and focus on what matters to you in this lifetime and really what you want to achieve and what you want to do in this lifetime as well. Is the energy I'm feeling here. Mother, friend and teacher, Goddess Hecate, what else does the collective need to know? Okay. So I've got pirate, which is let the money flow in. So, and I'm seeing a key in my mind. So Goddess Hecate says money is just a key. Money is energy, but it is just a key that opens doors. It's a key that allows you to buy things that are going to help you survive. But it's also a key that's going to open doors that allow you to thrive in life. So God says we need to cut through, negative thoughts we've got about money, our illusions about money, and just understand that money is a key. It's energy at the end of the day, and we've all got the power to attract wealth and abundance into our life. Show the energy I'm feeling here with God's Hecate as well. And then with hematite, it's ground yourself in. So I really feel God's Hecate is saying we need to, we've all got the power. Grounding is connecting with the earth's energy. And as witches, as magical practitioners, a lot of us know how to ground. We ground before a spell or a ritual, and then we ground after it. So God's Hecate is really encouraging us to connect with the earth, to connect with the energies of the earth as well. That's really what God's Hecate is encouraging us to do, to ground ourselves. And again, the rest, because the Four of Swords is about rest. So God's Hecate is in the best way to rest is to learn to enjoy the present moment, but to ground yourself. And that could be walking in nature barefoot. That could be if you're in your house, visualising yourself as a tree, having your feet firmly on the ground, visualising yourself as a tree, seeing your feet as tree roots going deep into the earth and then pulling energy up from the earth. Or if you're very stressed and you've had a very bad day, visualising the energy. Still visualise yourself as a tree, but visualise dark energy going to the top of your head all the way down to your feet. And you could do some breath work as well. And I'll talk more about grounding on the channel, how to do it and grounding practices. But that's what God's Hecate is really encouraging us to connect with the earth's energy and to ground with the earth, to connect with the earth as well. Remember your worth. Now, as I said, and I really felt when I made the video, your worth is not tied to anything outside of you. You're amazing and worthy just the way you are. And when you love yourself, you realise this, but you're an amazing, wonderful person. But there's millions and thousands of people on this planet. My partner, there's a cup and I gave it to him when he came to visit me. and we were having tea together, and it was 1 in a million. And to me, it is 1 in a million. And in this world, we're all 1 in a million, because there's so many good people on this planet that there's millions of people, but there's only one. Like, there's only one of me. There's only one of him, my partner, as well. So there's many people on this planet. There's many amazing people, and then there's many people who are not so amazing, what you should avoid like the plague. But we'll talk about that in later videos. But this ties in with self-love. Remember, you are worthy. You don't need anything outside of you to be worthy. Yes, God is saying you should work towards what brings you success, what brings you joy in life. But know what you're worthy just the way you are, is what God is saying. And get out of your own way. God is saying, I know a lot of you have suffered, and a lot of you are doing the work to heal from that right now. But you may be standing your own way, believing you're not good enough, you're not worthy. So getting out of your own ways, getting out of these negative thoughts. Why do you think you're not worthy? Why do you think you're not worthy? And change that into, I am worthy just the way I am. You may, and that's what remember your worth's about. And get out of your own way. Is some people will say, like my mum says it a lot, and I have to tell her off for it, is like the only luck she's got is bad luck. But if you say that and you truly believe that, that becomes your reality, because light attracts light. Negative thoughts attract negative experiences. Positive thoughts attract positive experiences. And then same with when it comes to, if you want a romantic relationship and you're single right now, if you love yourself, then you've got a higher chance, and you're open to love, and you're single and you love yourself and you're ready for love, you've got a higher chance of attracting a really healthy, loving partner, because light attracts light. In order to get love, you first must become it, and you achieve that by loving yourself. So God's head is wanting us to get out of our head and into our heart, listen to our intuition, let it guide us, change these negative thoughts that stand in our way, that don't serve us, and to face our fears. And also, Goddess Hecate can be like a mirror. So she's great to do shadow work with, because sometimes we lie to ourselves, or we make stories about ourselves, or we think things about ourselves but are not true. Sometimes it's nice things we think about ourselves but are not true, or nasty things. But Goddess Hecate helps us see through what's not true, and helps us stand into our power and sovereignty. Because actually what she wants. She wants people not to be lost. She wants people to find joy, happiness, victory, success in their life, and to love themselves and to stand in their power and sovereignty. What else, Mother, do you want for the collective? What else do the collective need to know? So we've got loosen your grip. And this is God's hectics. And a lot of us, we try and control the narrative in our life. We try and control outcomes, situations, all the while not understanding what's meant for you won't go by you. And a lot of good things are meant for you in this life. You're meant to receive money. You're meant to find love. You've got certain things that are meant for you in life. So you don't have to work harder. It's working smarter, and let go of what you can't control. And even sometimes letting go of the narrative where you're trying to control, and just focus on what you can control, your thoughts and your actions. It's really the energy I'm getting here with God's Hecate. And then support is all around you. And with this energy, I feel God's Hecate is saying, rather people worship me or not, I don't care. There are many who worship me, there are many who honour me, and I value these people. But even those who do not worship me, the people I value are the lost. Those who are in pain, those who are in sorrow. I value you. I see your pain. I see your sorrow. I do not want you to be lost. I want you to stand in your power, your sovereignty. I want you to love and honour yourself. I support you. And if you can't trust you, trust me. I am not someone, though there are many who fear me and say things about me that are not true. I do not wish to be feared. I wish to guide those who are at the crossroads, those who are lost. I will support you. And if you fear me, that saddens me. But I will disguise myself as someone else you do not fear. And it doesn't matter. I do not do what I do for praise or for victory. I do it for love. because I love the people of this world. And I know, as I have the gift of foresight, I can see your pain, your suffering. So, with supporters are around you, Goddess Hecate saying with this card, you don't have to worship her, you don't have to work for she admires those who do worship her, who do work for her. But even if you don't pray to Hecate, you don't work for her, she's still there from afar, because the name Hecate means she who works from afar. So even if you don't worship her, you don't pray to her, she's watching over you from afar. She feels your pain and your sorrow, and she doesn't want you to be lost. So she'll support you in her own way. She may disguise herself as a different being, a different goddess, or even a different being that you feel comfortable with, or she'll help you in her own way to give you love, support, and guidance what you need, because she doesn't want you to suffer, and she's very drawn to those who are suffering right now or who are going through difficult times. And those of us who work with Goddess Hecate, she helps us feel empowered, confident, but she also brings people to us who are worthy of help or guidance, and people that are just lost but they need help to find themselves again, or to love and get them to love themselves and stand in their power. We get crystal clear. This is Goddess Hecate. A lot of you have got many ideas, many things you want of life. So Goddess Hecate is to focus on one thing at a time and get very clear about what you want and work hard. And hard work and self-discipline will help you achieve your dreams and your goals. And then with protect your heart, Goddess Hecate is help those, be kind, compassionate, but make sure you get boundaries in place to protect your energy. Is really the energy I'm feeling here with Goddess Hecate. And then with the beautiful angel oracle cards, because there's an angelical side of Goddess Hecate. There are many aspects to Goddess Hecate. So when I work with this deck, I'm working with the angel aspect of Goddess Hecate. Okay? I'm just going to cleanse the deck and see what messages Spirit is Goddess Hecate's got for us, the collective. Miracles. Now with this miracles, I'm feeling more Goddess Hecate saying you're a miracle. The fact that you were born, you survived, that's a miracle. And you're a miracle just the way you are. And also, I feel Goddess Hecate's life is miraculous. Life is full of surprises, blessings. And you find these blessings, these moments, these miracles. And miracles are not always big, miraculous things, is really what I'm feeling. Goddess Hecate, a miracle is truly a magical moment. And I'm hearing the word gratitude, so when you focus on what you're grateful for, you find these miracles, these magical moments as well. What else do people need to know, Mother, at this time? Now with body care, this goes back into the Queen of Cups energy. Goddess Hecate, she's wanting us to look after herself, to nourish her body, to look after herself. Now when I think of the body, I like to think we've got 4 bodies. The mental body, the emotional body, where your heart is, your physical body, and then the energetic body, which is your chakras, your aura. So I feel with body care, Goddess Hecate, she's wanting us to look after ourselves, to do things that are good for our mental health, our emotional health, and our physical, and also our energetic health, because they're all interconnected. If your mind's good, then you feel good emotionally, and then you physically feel good, and then energetically feel good. Or you could do a spiritual exercise. That could be meditation, that could be going for a cleansing bath, and that could be very healing for you. But ultimately, Goddess Hecate is wanting us to look after ourselves and take care of ourselves. We have ideas, inspiration. Goddess Hecate is saying we've got great ideas. She wants us to honour our dreams, our ideas for our life, and build our life around what inspires us, what motivates us, what brings us joy and happiness. And then with healing, Goddess Hecate is saying she wants us to embrace what types of things are healing for us. Is that meditating? Is that walking in nature? Is that painting? So she's wanting us to heal and do things that help us heal. I'm also getting someone writing in a journal. I'm seeing that in my mind. So she's wanting us to do things that help us heal as well. And I hear the word we've all got healing to do in this life, all of us as well, because we all suffer in life. What helps us get through that suffering or break that cycle is knowledge, and also learning to love and accept ourselves as well. With power, Goddess Hecate saying she's wanting us to understand we're all powerful. What we're spiritual beings having a human experience. We're magical beings. I'm getting the word magic. We're magical beings. We've got the power to practice magic, to manifest our desires, our goals, and we've got the power to transform our life for the better, and that's what Goddess Hecate is saying. Embrace our power, our sovereignty. And we're powerful when we love and accept ourselves. That's really the energy I'm getting here as well. We should study what we're passionate and curious about as well. With freedom, Goddess Hecate says we are free, and let yourself be free. Let yourself be free from dogma, from messages that don't resonate with you, from illusions. Cut through the illusions, cut through what feels like a trap, and that are cut through people who don't make you feel free. Because the edge I'm getting here, God says that if you're in a relationship with someone, you should be standing in your sovereignty. You should feel powerful when you're in that relationship. That person should add to your life. They shouldn't be your source of power. They should add to your life, but that person should make you feel joyful, happy, powerful, and you should be able to stand in that relationship being your powerful, confident self, being your true self. And that's where the freedom card comes in here. And that's breaking free of this energy, is what Goddess Hecate is saying. With listen, this is listen to your intuition, listen to, good advice when it's offered as well, and listen to teachers, but I get the word use your discernment. So listen to people. Goddess Hecate is listen to other people, but use your discernment and go, right, does this message resonate with me? Does it make sense? Can I take that? And if it doesn't resonate or make sense, leave it behind. Is what Goddess Hecate is saying. Are there anything else, Goddess Hecate, you would like to reveal? What we need to know at this time? Now, with nature, this is Goddess Hecate. A lot of us, we need to connect back with nature because our ancestors had a great respect and a great affiliation with nature. So Goddess Hecate is saying we need to reconnect with nature. That could be as simple as creating, if you've got a garden, like a front and back garden, creating a beautiful space in your garden for nature, or walking in nature. But reconnect because our ancestors had a great respect or affiliation with nature. And God says that we need to learn to honour and respect nature as well. With self-acceptance, God says that we need to learn to love and accept ourselves as well. And then with forgiveness, God says that sometimes there's different forms of forgiveness. Some of us, we need to forgive those who have wronged us to sort of forgive those who have wronged us. And that doesn't mean we let them back in our life, but forgive them for our own peace of mind. Let go of that desire for revenge or, wanting to get back at these people. Leave them to the universe. And even Goddess Hecate, there's a role of Goddess Hecate that brings justice, so she'll deal with these types of people. And sometimes Goddess Hecate says, if forgiveness is not the right word for you, then acceptance. Some people, they don't like the word forgiveness, and they don't want to forgive the people that have wronged them. But Goddess Hecate, if you don't like the word forgiveness, then accept what was done to you, and learn from it. What happened to you was real, it was valid, it was painful. I'm getting that energy of I'm seeing a man throwing plates at a woman. So some of you watching me have experienced domestic abuse or something really traumatic. And God said what happened to you was real, what you've been through was valid, and she saw your pain and suffering. And if you can't forgive, then accept what happened to you, learn to accept it, learn to process it, and learn from that experience, is really what I'm saying. Now, with Archangel Michael, Goddess Hecate is saying, I will guide you to the path that is right for you and to the beings that are right for you. and she's a warrior. She's also got a warrior aspect to her, Hecate, so she's encouraged, because Archangel Michael's a warrior, but as a guide, in this reading, as a guide, she's saying she'll connect you to your guides, or that she'll lead you to the path that's right for you, and she wants you to find the path that it feels like home and is right for you. And she's wanting you to face your fears, believe in yourself, be strong as well. And then with emerging, God says she's wanting everyone to emerge and grow as well. So that's sort of the energy I'm feeling here with Goddess Hecate. She's wanting us to, she's wanting us to find victory and success in our life, to find happiness, joy. She's wanting us to look after ourselves, be kind, gentle, to love ourselves, to heal from past wounds, trauma, to stand in our power, and to cut through negative thoughts and beliefs that don't serve us, and to study what we're passionate about and motivates us, and to know we're worthy and amazing just the way we are as well, and to honour personal growth and development, and as well, and to work towards achieving the life we want for ourselves as well. So that's really the energy I'm feeling here. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And my question here, as I've done a lot of readings on the channel, I'm thinking about creating a website, as well, creating like a website to do psychic readings. So if any of you are interested, and leave it in the comments section if any of you are interested in going on my website. If any of you are interested in that, going on the website, I'll leave the link down below, but just contact me and let me know if any of you would be interested in going on my website to get a personal reading. If any of you are interested, or if you would be interested in that, just let me know what you're interested in the comment section, and I'll leave the link for my website down below as well. As always, until next time, stay safe, look after yourself, know that the universe is always conspiring for your highest good. May meet, may part, and meet again. Blessed be.